Oh boy. What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Again here with Paul McBeth. We are gonna go into mids, the mid-ranges, the up shots, the approach shots, pretty much the importantness to get the, is that even a word, importantness? It might be, we're using it.
Yep.
Getting it close to the basket to make the putts. If you missed the drivers and the fairway drivers, that was a previous video. We kind of learned all about all the different discs that Discraft has to offer for those. Now we are jumping into the mids.
Mid-range is very similar to the drivers. You got the understables, you got the straight ones, and you got the overstable. Okay. So you got the right, straight, left. I think we should start with the understable. And again, each disc has a different shape to it, different width. This is a bigger one, smaller one. And I think we should just see how close you can put these.
Okay.
Let's go with the Comet. I think this is this one's the most similar to like an ultimate disc.
This one's gonna fly most like an ultimate disc.
I think this will bring back memories for you.
Okay, nice. And so these are much slower. You're not really ripping these, especially obviously the basket's probably what, 200 to 225 feet away. It's not that far of a shot. And there's more of like a touch kind of feel of getting it close.
Correct, yeah. So speed-wise, I think they're usually between like a 6 to a 4.
Okay.
So you can kind of, it's almost like you're playing catch with the basket from this point on. So.
And am I trying to throw this pretty flat and just trying to run it up there, or?
Yeah, let's go with a little Anheuser.
Okay.
And let it kind of just flex out a little, kind of finish straight.
Okay.
And you can kind of just let it slide up to the basket. Usually these don't slide more than 10 to 15 feet.
Okay.
So you kind of just get to place it there.
All right, it's a little baby one here.
Yep.
It's gonna go a little left.
Yeah, pass it. So that was good. Let's go with the meteor here. Just a little bit more Anheuser, and it should
more, even more.
Yeah, just a touch more. I don't think you need more power. I just think, yeah, right there, what you did. Just lean at the core.
Yeah, something that we talked about too, a little off camera, guys, a little tip for you, a little pro tip is, again, in ultimate, we're so used to having a mark in front of us. So the throws I have to do, I have to manipulate the disc in my hand to make a throw happen. Where in disc golf, I have no mark. So instead of me doing that, you're now saying,
if you just hold it flat at your core.
Manipulate the core.
Yep.
So here, Anheuser.
Flat, hyzer, yep.
Yeah.
So you just work your core.
So for this, I'm just gonna core it back a little bit.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then with the follow through, you kind of just finish it into the ground and just, well, okay, here's a little tip too. Picture a hula hoop around your waist. Yep. You got a hula hoop. If you have it flat here, you want to finish flat. If you go on that Anheuser, you got to follow that hula hoop the whole way down.
Hyzer, follow it up.
Up. Okay. Yeah, exactly.
So when you're about to throw this, now obviously I'm going to be throwing, Anheuser here. I'm going to be aiming a little left. Like, how do I know how far left I need to go?
Each disc is different, actually. So the Comet, as you saw at the very end, it wanted to come out a little bit.
Left at the end,
Wanted to come out a little bit left at the end. This one should hold that a little bit longer, so you could aim a little bit further
left.
Or you could aim lower to where it hits the ground sooner.
Okay.
So depending on what kind of obstacle you have. Yep.
Okay. Little. Here we go.
So you went a little
too much.
A little bit,
but
you're still what, less than 20 feet away.
Putting.
So Buzz SS, very similar to the Meteor, just a different feel, and it's a Buzz. So Buzz is the most popular.
This is the one that I've been not necessarily the exact one, but this does feel already really good in the hand.
So you're probably pretty comfortable with this type of mold.
And Anheuser again.
Correct.
Just not as much.
Yeah, not as much. You can go a little wider if you'd like.
Let's go wide Anheuser, see what happens. Let's go super wide. Drop it in there. Oh, be good. Oh.
Nice.
Kind of right over the basket. Yeah, that's cool.
All right, so now we're getting to a little bit straighter ones. We got the Buzz. This is the mid-range of Discraft. Like, this is the staple.
So you got the Force, which is like the staple driver.
Yeah.
You got the Buzz, which is the staple of mid-range.
I would say pretty much all disc
everything.
Golf. All disc golf. The Buzz is voted #1 disc in disc golf.
Okay, this is it. So I should make it every time.
That'd be good. I wouldn't have a job.
So just flat.
Just flat. Just flat. Let's
flat and hit chains.
There you go.
Oh, a little
flat
left.
and straight. Yeah, just missed your line a little bit, but you saw from beginning to end, it was the exact same.
It's
same
not
line.
gonna do too much. Okay.
And the thing with the buzz is, if someone was to only have one disc and one disc only to play with, that would be
that'd be a great. It's like a 7-iron in golf. Just go around, play with the 7-iron, go around, play with the buzz.
Exactly.
And that was something too that we touched on maybe earlier in some of the earlier videos, but I would highly recommend, and this is what Paul basically told me when I first started, was get really good touch with one disc and figure out that one disc. Because like we were talking about, there's so many different types. So if you're not super aware of what you're doing or what disc you're throwing, you might be thinking, oh, I did something, when in fact it's the disc.
Exactly. So with the buzz or even a putter, you can work on those angles, learn the different angles you need to throw at, and then you can get discs. And if you find the right disc, you can have 10 more different shots with just one disc.
Yeah.
Because you know all the different angles.
Yeah. I love that.
Yep. And then now let's jump into the overstable stuff.
Overstable. This is where, honestly, this is where it gets real freaky. Now, a lot of people love. I throw this scuba, and we call it a double helix, right? So it goes kind of upside down, hyzers out, and then comes right back down. That's kind of what we can do with this, is you can throw these on that anhyzer. They'll start out, and then it kind of fades and then falls in, right?
Yeah, let's try it. Let's do it with the zone. Zone is an interesting disc too. It's a putt and approach.
Okay.
So you can throw this like a mid-range, or you can also putt with it.
Approach with it.
Yeah, but it's really overstable. So you can probably do what you call double helix, or what we would call a flex shot.
Flex shot. Okay, so I'm gonna basically throw this thing on an anhyzer out to the left. Hannah, you almost made that. That was disgusting. Throw this anhyzer out to the left. It should flex past the basket and then hopefully go into the basket.
Which, in my mind, you'll probably go more towards the goal if you get that much flight in it.
Oh.
Which is good.
Okay.
But you'll see the whole flight, yeah.
So let's just do that. We're not gonna try going for the basket. Let's see the whole flight and see if we can get.
So make sure you lean with that core. Yeah, really get that thing over and high.
Get over there. It's trying.
Nearly how you drew it up.
So I think maybe like another 10 feet elevation, like
come
get
back
higher
up.
than it would allow.
Yep.
Which is the other crazy thing, is just not just the obviously working on anhyzer, hyzer, or flat, but also the elevation at what you throw. If you throw that disc, obviously a lower flight path, it's not going to have time to come back.
Exactly. Yep.
You throw it high, it's going to have that nice S kind of shape, that flex.
Yep.
So it's just, I'm telling you guys right now,
it's a science.
It's a science, but also if you get a disc in your hand, you go out there and you start throwing these shots, it gets so addicting because you want to start learning all the different flight paths. You got to try it. Do I have more of those? Because I want to get freaky. Yeah, I want to get freaky. All
right, let's go with the Buzz OS.
Okay.
So similar to the Zone, just a mid-range version.
Okay.
So overstable.
So it's supposed to go a little bit further than the Zone.
Yep.
So we're gonna try to put this one almost kind of like going at those lights.
Yeah, and the key thing is getting the anhyzer, because if you don't, it's gonna hit that side wall over there.
Yeah, keep the anhyzer. Here we go. Woo! It's kind of one of those things where we might not even have enough space, distance-wise. What do you think?
To get the full flex.
Get the full flex.
Yeah. Okay. But I think you should go with it one more time right here. This is the Malta. This is the newest mid-range.
Oh, it's prototype.
It's still prototype.
Legit. It's still prototype. Keep it on the DL. Still prototype.
So I think, just like the Buzz OS, the difference here is it has the bead on the bottom. So you can kind of feel that in your hand.
I do kind of like that.
I was going to say, it might be more comfortable for you. It kind of fits right there in that little finger notch there.
That little pocket right there.
Yep, so.
If you guys don't know what he's talking about, the bead, it's basically just right here on the bottom of the rim. The ones that we were throwing, this is all kind of smoothed out.
Yep.
And this one, it just has like a little notch.
Yeah, kind of stabilizes it a little bit more. It's a little bit more comfortable in the hand for some.
Kind of feels good.
Yep, so I think throw it just like that Buzz OS, and you'll probably, it's a little faster too. It's a little smaller, so it's a little faster.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that one.
That's doing
that one definitely doesn't have enough room, but.
Oh my gosh, that's launched.
That was like the drivers.
Yeah, that one comes out quick.
So.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's a fun one.
So the mids, guys, these are the ones that are going to be really like the touch shots, the ones that you really for me at least, it feels like you can kind of get more of a manipulation and more of a feel of working the disc.
Yep. Where
obviously you can use some of the distance drivers and fairway drivers to get those skip and get those crazy kind of things. But these are the ones that inside of like 350, where you guys, I mean, maybe even 450, how far they throw it, but this is where you can really start dialing in and start making it to where your putts aren't outside of the circle.
Exactly, yeah, and like you said, you know, like the mid-range can be the all-around disc if you want it. Like if you just want to go out and play one round disc and just go get a quick round in, you can take a mid-range out there and throw every different angle, get all those different flight characteristics. And one thing we didn't even touch is weights and how that changes, how that can change different flight patterns.
You guys, I'm telling you right now, you can get into the rabbit hole of disc golf. It goes deep with the weights and the plastics and the molds. It goes deep, but it is a fun thing to do. But yeah, I would highly recommend trying out some of these because like he was saying, you can get all the different types of throws, and most importantly, you can start feeling how really the flight comes out. Like seeing the flights and stuff. The distance drivers, I'll tell you right now, they are, coming from Ultimate, they are difficult. They are very hard to figure out and how to throw properly, where the mids, you can get a better sense of how the flight changes between an Ultra Star and Ultimate disc and a disc golf disc.
It's definitely the most transitional to go from an Ultra Star to like a mid-range. I think they're very similar, and if you do go out and buy one, ask what's neutral, what's a straight flyer, and go from there, and then you can really dive into it like you said.
Go straight nooch, guys. All right, well, like always, make sure you subscribe, like, leave a comment down below. If you have any questions for us, let us know in the comments down below, and we will see you guys in the next video. We're gonna be talking putters. The go-to, the cash maker, the money maker. This guy doesn't miss any putts, so be sure to tune in because you're going to want to hear what he has to say. Do you have anything else?
No, we're good.
That's a wrap?
We're good.
Do I say keep slinging them? Keep slinging those discs.
Wait, one of these too.